Okay, so today I want to spend a little bit of time talking with you about the 4 questions that every entrepreneur, business owner needs to answer before they try and sell anything to anyone. And if you've been having a little bit of trouble getting people to convert despite having a really great product or service, then it's probably because you haven't taken the time to go through this exercise. And before we get to the 4 questions, I want to give you a little context that I think will help make all of this kind of click a little bit better. In business, all the problems that you have can really be confined to 2 different categories. First, you have marketing problems. So marketing problems are everything having to do with making people aware of your product, getting them interested in it, and moving them into a sale. The other side of it are fulfillment problems. And fulfillment is everything that isn't what I just talked about. It's product development and shipping, it's support calls, it's HR issues and hiring stuff and administrative stuff. All of that stuff is centered around how do we now get the product that we've sold to this person into their hands or get them to consume it. And so most new entrepreneurs do not have fulfillment problems, primarily because they ain't got no clients. And so their big issue deals with marketing side problems. And so what they do is they go out and they start searching for all kinds of stuff on how do I get better, how do I get known on the internet, or how some sort of sales course on how do I sell my product to these people, or how do I book more client calls. And there is an entire industry of people who do nothing but focus on and promise you that they can fill your pipeline up full of people, or they can show you how to get known on social media, how to blow up on TikTok. And all of that is great. But if you haven't answered these 4 questions, none of that is going to work very well. The marketing isn't going to work very well. If you do end up attracting people and getting them on the phone or introducing them to the product's going to fall flat, and you're going to struggle despite how much, I guess, noise you're making out in the interwebs. And so the first question that you've got to answer is, what do I want to be known for? And when we ask this question, it's real important that people think about this as branding or unique selling proposition, and it is kind of all of those things. And this is a big subject that you can go way deep on. But here's what I'll give you 2 different scenarios, both in the same industry, because this works it's necessary whether you're building a personal brand or you're building a professional brand, like a corporate brand. For example, let's say we've got 2 different people. We have a gym owner and we have a personal trainer. One of them, of course, is going to be developing the personal brand that they're going to use to attract people to them. The other one, a corporate brand, the gym itself. The questions you got to ask is, well, what type of gym do I want to be? Do I want to be Gold's Gym? Do I want to be known as like Muscle Beach and where all of the serious competitive bodybuilders come to work out? Right? Alternatively, you have what? You have Planet Fitness. Their slogan is no judgment. I mean, it's plastered all over the walls, no judgment zone. 2 different kinds of brands, going to attract 2 different kinds of people. And if we look at the other side, on the personal branding side, you've got, what kind of personal trainer are you? Do you train competitive athletes, high school track stars, the elderly? That's a big market right now. So learning what you want to be known for is going to help you answer the next question, question 2, which is, who do I want to attract or influence? Right, this is who's my ideal prospect? See, if we don't answer the first question, which is what do we want to be known for? Are we Gold's Gym or Planet Fitness? Are we training professional athletes or the elderly? Then we don't know who we want to attract. We can't build that avatar. And I would encourage you to go even deeper than the normal links most people will go to, which is what is their age, what's their race, what's their nationality, where do they live, are they married, do they have kids, do they have a dog, what do they do for a living? Those are kind of like avatars that really help you build out an idea of who this person is. But I'd encourage you to go even deeper. I'd encourage you to write down, how does this person feel about politics? How do they feel about money and business? How do they feel about success? How would they define success? How do they feel about marriage and family? How do they feel about faith and spirituality? Really try and get to the core of who the person is. There's a really specific reason for this, and it's not an easy thing to do. It's going to take some time for you to really list out all of those things. I mean, next week I'm working with a group of clients to do just that, and it's going to take us the better part of an hour just to talk through the PDF document that I've got for them, and it's going to take them probably several days or several weeks of consistent and diligent thought in order to build the kind of avatar that you're going to need to build if you're going to answer the next question. Because if we don't have a thorough understanding of not just who this person is at the surface level, but who they are at an emotional level, at their deep core, then we can't answer question 3, which is, what do they really want? Now, this is important, and this is maybe the most important part of this lesson, is whatever it is that you sell, that's not what they want. And if you sell new cars, that person is not showing up because they want a new car. Now, they'll tell you that's what they want, but what they really want is the feeling, the emotion, the status that comes with having that new car. If someone shows up at your gym and wants to hire you as a personal trainer, they're not hiring you because they want to lose weight, right? That gets them to the emotion of having lost the weight. They want the status, they want the sex appeal, they want to be looked at, they want to be complimented, they want to feel better. Right? See, they want the byproduct of the weight loss, not the weight loss itself. And regardless of what you sell, you've got to get to that deeper thing that they want. What does the product, the service, actually deliver? I have a group called the Nomad Network, which you can absolutely join. It's completely free. my.nomadnetwork.app. I will leave a link in the description for you. And every Wednesday, we have a Winners Roundtable. And I had a client come to me, well, he's not a client, he's just somebody who is in the Winners Roundtable. He came to me and he said, I'm trying to sell this thing that I've got. I sell productivity. You sell efficiency is what I sell. And I'm having trouble really getting people excited about it and telling them about it. And I said, well, that's because you don't sell efficiency. You don't sell productivity. That's the product, but that's not what they're buying. What they're buying is more money, greater status with less stress and overwhelm. See, those are emotional things. And whatever you sell, you've got to get to the core of that emotional piece. And guys, that really only comes if you answered question 2. And once you answer that, so what do we got? We got, first of all, you got to know who you are and what your differentiator is. Number 2, who do I want to attract and influence? Number 3, what do they want? And then the last question that you have to answer is, how does my product or service fulfill that desire? You do this before and after. There's old Frankie Kern and Ryan Deiss were 2 famous internet marketing guys. I don't know who came up with it first. I stole it from them. You use a process called escape and arrival. So every single person at any given time in their lives is in some state of pain or frustration. And they are trying to figure out, how do I get to a place where that pain or that frustration doesn't exist anymore? Escape and arrival. And what you have to do in that last question is take a look at your product and say, how does the product itself move them from that uncomfortable state to that happier state? So guys, that's it. Those are the 4 questions. And if you will take the time to answer those 4 questions, I'm going to tell you the selling process is going to become so much easier for you, because you're going to be speaking to that person's core emotional desire. And so guys, if you would like, I'd love it if you would like and subscribe to this and share it with a friend. I'd love for you to come join our Nomad Network. I'm really excited to have all of you be part of that and come check it out. And I'll see you in the next video.